It's some time.
What if we lived on the moon?
Oh no! I just bought a house!
Oh, some. Firstly, moon is roughly 1/4 the size of Earth. If we lived on the moon, we may have to live in extremely crowded spaces. Secondly, if we lived on the moon, there's almost no water on the moon. People may start taking quick shower trips to Earth. Thirdly, if we lived on the moon, there's no oxygen on the moon. Fashionistas will have no option but to wear astronaut costumes. Fourthly, surface of the moon is filled with craters. If we lived on the moon, we may have to live inside one. Fifthly, gravity on the moon is much weaker. If we lived on the moon, kids will love jumping around. Lastly, if we lived on the moon, lunar days are much longer. People may start dozing off. What if we lived on Mars?
Then I will keep on jumping all day long.
What? Oh, some. Due to extremely low atmospheric pressure on Mars, we will need to live inside buildings with pressure vessels and walk around with pressure suits. No need to lose our weight anymore. Gravity on Mars is 38% lower than that on Earth. Mars is extremely cold as compared to Earth, so get used to seeing ice everywhere. With extreme water scarcity on Mars, say bye-bye to those long leisurely baths. Get used to those huge dust storms you see in movies. They will be a living reality in Mars. Sunscreen makers will be one happy lot as the extremely thin atmosphere on Mars does not absorb much ultraviolet sunlight. With no more rain and virtually no clouds on Mars, it's time to forget about those beautiful rainbows and sunsets. What if we lived on Jupiter?
Cool. But wait, will I get ice cream on Jupiter?
Oh, some. Firstly, if we lived on Jupiter, it is mainly made up of gas. We may have to float around. Secondly, Jupiter has a gigantic storm twice the size of Earth. If we lived on Jupiter, it would be best to avoid that spot. Thirdly, asteroids are known to hit Jupiter frequently. If we lived on Jupiter, living in an asteroid-safe house will be necessary. Fourthly, if we lived on Jupiter, days on Jupiter are only 10 hours long. Getting any work done in a single day would be very difficult. Fifthly, if we lived on Jupiter, Jupiter is said to have no oxygen. We will have to wear oxygen masks all the time. Lastly, if we lived on Jupiter, Jupiter has more than 75 moons. Astronomers will be extremely happy.